Hello everyone, welcome to another Lou's Redos. I want to start the show by thanking Rachel Ray once again and her staff.
Oh yeah, you were on TV again.
Yeah, once again. For
I knew you looked familiar.
Inviting me back to the show. The staff is just incredible. Rachel was wonderful. So once again, thank you. Thank you to everyone on my Facebook and some of the food channels that I belong to for the encouragement and the support. Thank you very much.
And thanks to everyone for subscribing.
Absolutely. My new subscribers, I thank you.
And welcome to the show.
As promised, I'm going to be making the Gluten Free Blender Bread.
Now say it 3 times fast.
I can't. The recipe will be on the page. Also, the adjustments that I'm going to make to the recipe will be on the page also. I'm going to make 3 different types. But first we're going to start off by doing the original version that I did for Rachel. So, we're going to start off with 5 eggs.
No shells.
No shells.
Unless you like that little bit of crunch in your bread, but you're going to get it from a few other ingredients here.
Yeah.
But if you're really daring, go for it.
There's your 5 eggs. Then you're going to add 2 cups of cashews.
Now this is where the crunch comes from.
Okay, I have to cheat, I gotta look at the recipe. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Make sure we get all that in there. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons, whoops, wrong one, of coconut flour. We are going to add a teaspoon of baking soda. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to add, it's a tablespoon of honey, and this I kind of eyeball it a little bit, and if you add a little bit more honey, that's fine. It's not an issue.
You add until your ancestors say it's enough.
That's enough. That's enough, my child.
That's how all Italians do it.
Okay. The important part here is you have to blend for 45 seconds. Don't go longer. If you're using a food processor, pulse it for 1 minute, because the pulsing, the 15 seconds will make up for the pulsing. But please don't go longer than 45 seconds. And we are going to start.
So how was it being on Rachel Ray again?
It was really good being on the show. I had a good time. Rachel once again was wonderful, cracking jokes, and there's just now there's a comfort level. The first time I was a little bit nervous. It just went very, very well. Those of you that missed the show, you can go on to Rachel Ray on YouTube. Rachel Ray gluten free blender bread, and the video will come right up. That's the one that I'm on.
Yeah, she said you were her boyfriend now.
Yeah.
Dad, what the fuck?
Well, things happen.
Well, way to tell me.
Okay, the last thing we do is we add a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar.
Well, what does this do to the bread exactly?
Well, if you're making, let me just blend this first and then I'll explain.
How long you blending this for?
10 seconds. if you're making a vinaigrette, an emulsion, if you're making any type of heavy sauce, if not sauce, basically, like a hollandaise, what you do is you put your vinegar or an acid first. You add your oil and you beat, and that it becomes thick. So it's the same principle here. I guess the vinegar is going to tighten it up a little bit. We're going to pour this into the pan. And as you can see, I do have 3 other ones ready to go.
Kind of looks like oatmeal, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's just the crushed cashews.
Yeah. Oh, my phone went off. Oh well. Whoever it is can wait.
Yeah.
Jess, if you just texted me, I'm sorry.
We're filming.
For you, nonetheless.
Yeah, the whole thing kind of started because Carl's fiance Jess has celiac, and she cannot have any gluten at all.
Which is anything that contains wheat, barley, or rye.
Right.
So you can imagine how much fun that is.
And gluten is just it's a protein that's found in wheat that causes the problem. So that takes care of that.
I will say though, some gluten-free food, really good. Yeah.
This is the basic bread, okay? What I did with this one, I replaced the honey. So instead of a tablespoon of honey, I used 2 tablespoons of raspberry syrup. Now, what I'm going to do on top of this is I'm going to add heaping amounts of a chocolate Nutella, chocolate hazelnut, sorry about that. You could use that brand if you so choose. I use 2 heaping. Now, what I do is with a chopstick or a skewer, a fork thin, you want to just incorporate that chocolate in, and that'll give it kind of the swirl.
That's how they make the designs in all the coffee.
Yeah, that's all it really is.
Well, they kind of just stir it around until it makes something.
This will be the chocolate raspberry. And we're going to bake that off in a few minutes. In the third one, I'm using a slightly larger pan because I'm adding more ingredients. What I did here was I took 1 box of frozen spinach, thawed it out, wring it out dry in a napkin. You want to get all that moisture out. And then in a pan, I put a little bit of olive oil, and those of you that have seen my garlic video,
That looks familiar.
knows I puree garlic. I leave it in a squirt bottle, because sometimes you want that little bit of flavor, but you don't want the chunks of garlic, so I just give whatever it is that you're cooking a little squirt. In this case, I use some of this for the spinach, because I do not want chunks or pieces of garlic in the recipe.
Oh, that would be pretty unappetizing if you bite into it with the
especially
bread.
bread. Well, I couldn't make a garlic version
Garlic
of this.
bread, yeah.
I sauteed the spinach with a little cracked fresh black pepper and the garlic, and we're going to incorporate that into the batter. Now what I'm going to add also, while I'm in the mood to mix, is I have about a cup of Parmesan cheese here, grated. I incorporate that right in.
That cup is a minuscule amount compared to what we actually have in the house.
Sure. And then what I'm going to do later, I'll tell you now, you cook this, it's a 45-minute total cook time. after 25 minutes, you cover it with foil so the top don't burn. So what I'll do, excuse me, with these two, just cover it. This one, before I cover it with foil, I'm going to sprinkle some more of the Parmesan on top and then cover it. So we're going to go in the oven. What?
I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Like if you were going to put more cheese on top.
Absolutely. I can't live without cheese.
Yeah. It's an addiction.
It's an addiction. Let me set the timer. And I can't see, so... sorry, I took my glasses off, guys. Alright, we set the timer for 25 minutes. I'm going to pop these babies in the oven. And we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we're back. We got just a few seconds left. We take them out, and we'll see what we have. There we go.
Aluminum foil.
Oh, this one smells awesome.
They all smell really good. It's hot, watch out. So we got, which one is there on to your left?
This is the plain.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is just get something dull, just to make sure that nothing is sticking. No, let's do all of them. This one's gonna come right here.
That one you put cheese on top of it too.
Yeah.
We didn't see that.
No. Okay.
It's hot, be careful.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, the steam coming out of it is the first indication.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like doing it this way.
No mess.
Ooh.
Technical issues.
Yeah, that's just from the chocolate. Okay. Might have put a little too much chocolate.
There's a such thing?
What?
There's a such thing as too much chocolate?
No, technically not. This one may be a little...
You okay there?
Yeah.
It's hot, be careful.
Very hot.
Yeah, a little too hot.
Same issue.
Must have been the chocolate.
Okay.
That's spinach with Parmesan cheese. It's hot, be careful. And you can still see the steam coming off of it.
Actually, we're going to put that one there because it'll fall. And
this is the one.
this is the plain. So you have the three versions: broccoli and cheese,
Spinach.
Spinach and cheese. The chocolate looks like, yeah, it'll firm up once we cool it down. And the plain. Now, if you remember the tip from the Rachel Ray show, you can actually slice this, put it in a baggie, put it in the freezer. You can pop it in the toaster frozen. It'll cook up nicely. You throw it in the microwave. You let it thaw out first. Put it in the microwave. Put a glass of water in there. It does not get soggy. Oh, this smells so good.
It does, yeah.
That's it, folks. And you could play with it once you have the basic recipe down. If you want to do a broccoli and cheese, you could do you could do a 5 cheese loaf.
You do a peanut butter and jelly one.
You could do a peanut butter and jelly one. Yeah, I mean, again, one of the things I always say, your creativity is only limited by your own imagination.
I thought you always said that there's no rules.
There's no rules also. Make it the way you want, because there are no rules. You're going to eat it. So if you want to make a ham and cheese loaf, go right ahead. Who's stopping you? Turkey with Munster, who cares? Put it in there, try it. You want to adjust the taste? Make something different.
A stuffing loaf for Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, you could. Well, you got to use gluten-free.
Yeah, stuffing.
Gluten-free stuff.
Or, you know, you don't have to.
That's it for this. I promised a lot of people I would do this. It's going to be uploaded. The recipes will be on there. So until the next time, be safe. Oh, don't forget, share, like, subscribe to the channel. Be safe and good cooking, folks.